based on a Reddit post that went viral. Every morning for the past 6 months, Sarah Chen woke to the same perfect routine. Fresh coffee, always at exactly 137 degrees, her ideal temperature. A handwritten note in elegant cursive. Today's read, made your favorite overnight oats with the Madagascar vanilla you love. Lunch is packed, I added those pickled radishes you mentioned last week. Don't work too hard, my love, heart, David. She smiled, touching the careful penmanship. David had spent 3 months secretly learning calligraphy just to make her morning note special. Who even does that anymore? The house was immaculate, as always. The hardwood floors gleamed like honey in the morning light. Every piece of laundry was folded into perfect thirds, color-coded, and arranged by season in her cedar closet. The plants, all 23 of them, were thriving, their leaves dust-free and glossy. She'd killed every plant she'd ever owned before David moved in. Her ex, Michael, had been the opposite. He'd been allergic to basic chores, claiming his creative spirit couldn't be bothered with mundane tasks. The last time she'd seen him, 6 months ago, they'd had a brutal fight about his mess. He'd stormed out, texting later that he was done with her OCD bullshit. No one had heard from him since. But David was different. Perfect, really. Almost too perfect. That evening, she came home to find rose petals leading to the bathroom. The petals seemed to pulse gently against the white tile, but she blamed it on her migraine. A warm bath awaited, complete with her favorite lavender salts and eucalyptus candles. Another note, take your time relaxing. I'm making your grandmother's secret recipe dumplings, the ones you mentioned missing when you were 6. Found your old family cookbook in the attic yesterday. Sarah froze. She'd never told David about her grandmother's dumplings. And they didn't have an attic. The rose petals in the bath were definitely pulsing now, like tiny crimson hearts. As she watched, horrified, they began to arrange themselves. You never asked how I knew all your preferences. Her phone buzzed. A text from David, did you ever wonder why the house stays so clean? Why the laundry always smells like your childhood home? Why I know exactly how you like your coffee. Another buzz, check your phone's gallery. Trembling, she opened her photos. 6 months of documented domestic bliss. Morning coffees. Love notes. Folded laundry. But in every picture where she distinctly remembered photographing David's handiwork, there was nothing. Empty rooms. Blank papers. Cold coffee cups. The bathroom mirror began to fog up. Words appeared in the condensation. I've been watching you for years, Sarah Chen. Long before we met. Long before Michael disappeared. I know how you like your coffee because I've watched you make it 1,847 times. I know your grandmother's recipe because I was there when she taught you, standing in the corner where children see but adults ignore. A final text lit up her phone. You never noticed I don't cast a reflection while I clean. Or that the security cameras never show me entering or leaving. Or that all your dreams lately have been memories from your childhood, memories I've been feeding on. Look behind you, Sarah. I've finally grown strong enough to show you my true form. Sarah felt hot breath on her neck. In the mirror's reflection, she was alone. But the rose petals were spelling out one final message: the perfect partner doesn't exist. But I do. Heavy footsteps approached from every direction at once. The lights flickered, and in each flash, the bathroom seemed to grow larger, older, decaying. The clean white tiles turned to ancient stone. The last text came through, welcome to my house, Sarah. I've been renovating it for you. For us. For eternity. Sarah finally turned around. The camera footage from that night shows only static. But if you slow it down, frame by frame, you can almost make out a woman screaming silently through a bathroom mirror, pounding against the glass, as rose petals spell out. Your turn to do the chores. Update: police investigating Sarah Chen's disappearance found her apartment completely empty. No furniture. No photos. Just thousands of handwritten notes in perfect cursive, all blank, and a single coffee cup, still warm, sitting at 137 degrees.